Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure a few of you are interested in this one, Dishonored. So, this is of course a blend of multiple game types, action-adventure of course being what Steam would define it as. Anywho, it is developed by Arcane Studios and published by Bethesda Software, and we'll set you back about $29.99 on Steam. So with that said, let's jump into it. So of course, because it's a PC game, the first thing we're going to be doing is taking a look at the options, both graphics and everything else. So gameplay, you've got pretty much what you'd expect. Difficulty mode, although that can be set when you're starting the game. Autosave in a journal, head bot amount, chain climbing relative to camera, user interface. Quite a lot of stuff. Show mana health gauge, tutorial, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to go through everything, it'll take me forever and a day to explain all of that lot. You can of course fully rebind your controls. For example, if I wanted to rebind forward to something stupid like that, I could do so. However, I won't, because I don't have octopus hands. I will, however, just quickly check it over. Yep, everything's about what you'd expect. So, pretty cool. If you really want to spend a long ass time to bind it, you could. It also, of course, does support pad, and for those of you who will be playing on pad on the console, on PC, here's what you can expect. And I imagine some of you do so, especially if you're just hooking up your PC to the couch, TV, that kind of thing. Anyway, with that said, it also does support FOV for those of you with televisions, or if you're using a PC monitor. You've got, of course, texture resolution, as high as it goes. Model details, for some reason it wasn't all the way up, it will be now. FXAA, and shadows. So, those are all up now, excellent. Modified video resolutions. Thankfully, it does support a drop-down menu, which has been something I've been complaining about the last few times. Because, goodness knows, I absolutely hate it. You've also got other things such as lights and all the other good, bits and pieces you'd expect, really. And finally, you've got audio, and got all the options there, including subtitles. I'm just going to enable those. Main dialogue and all speeches. So you've got a few options. So that's pretty cool. Most notable, of course, being FOV. Pretty much everything else you can expect. Just going to check to make sure that that saved, and it did. Excellent. Right, new game, because obviously I have not started this. You've got 4 levels of difficulty: easy, a casual experience for newer players, enemy damage reduced, your health power recovery is improved, and potions are more effective; medium or normal, hard, and finally very hard. I figure normal will probably be the experience most of you will be starting out with, including myself. So let's just click on that. Adjust brightness until you can barely see the darkest symbol. That would be about there on my screen. Obviously, your mileage may vary. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to brighten it up a little bit. I'm just going to do so just so you guys can see it if your screens are properly calibrated. So for me, this is a little bit brighter than it should be. For you, who the heck knows? Anyway, creating a new game will overwrite previous autosaves. That's fine, I haven't got any, so please do. Done Wall Tower. Anyway, we can already see it's loaded, so I'll quickly press on that.
If only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near.
I'm going to look
But there is
my
no
volume
one
control
else.
because I'm getting
And
deafened.
the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you.
Bethesda Softworks presents.
The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home and bring good news.
I've bought you a calendar to help you, with the day counting. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to be having that many days of good news. That font looks a little bit familiar. There we are. Of course, I refer to BioShock. Use your mouse to look around.
Fort Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
Indeed.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe.
Water effects are pretty good. Of course, this is using the Unreal Engine, which is a very scalable engine, to say the least, and many developers are switching to it. In my opinion, CryEngine does look a little bit better in many aspects, but I think that the Unreal Engine is probably about the most versatile out of the game engines out there. I'm not much of an engine developer, but from what research I have done, that seems to be the case anyhow. And it seems to be used to great effect in this game. I'm not 100% sure on the textures yet, although it's a bit tricky at the moment. Okay, so we seem to be in a lock of some description. Quite interesting, very steampunk. I have friends that get a real kick out of the steampunkness of this. Indeed.
The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
Indeed. Very Bioshock in how the text looks. WASD to move, we can talk to him. Oh no, we can't apparently because I'm pressing one button, and also he doesn't seem to want me. We've also got lean.
Yes, yes.
Which is pretty nice.
Too low. All these new machines. Welcome back, Lord Protector.
There he is. Good boy, sir.
Give that bitch pressure, bitches love pressure.
Hello, sir.
Ah!
The spy master is with her, but she'll want to see
Her
you
Majesty
right away.
is waiting in the pavilion.
Okay.
Corvo, you're back.
Quite nice, you can actually still see all of the...
Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait, let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
I'm sorry, Emily, but I just don't...
Alright then, let's go see Mother.
It does strike me that he's not speaking.
Come with me.
Although, I suppose technically he did answer the question. I'm not sure whether to read anything into that yet. Oh, hi.
Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
Yes, we want to shoot you in
I'm
the
not
eye.
so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
Well, I don't know, it seems an improvement. Anywho.
She'll see you at once.
I know, because I'm going with her rather creepy looking daughter.
Let's go. Come on.
She looks like a younger version of the overly attached girlfriend to me.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Arifus, what are you doing?
We will not
Arifus,
this again.
what are you doing? Arifus, stop!
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
This game is definitely one that seems to appreciate VSync.
2 days early, full of surprises, as usual.
Indeed. Just want to increase the speed of my mouse a little bit. That would be under controls, if unless I'm mistaken. Sensitivity. I'm going to say up a couple of clicks around there, I'd imagine, would probably be good. And I'm just going to be really paranoid and just check that everything's enabled. Yes, it is. Okay, alright. Hopefully that'll have still maybe a couple clicks more. I'm one of those players, I don't exactly want Twitch reactions, but still, I don't really like scrolling for ages. Let's go with that. To be fair, I could probably just turn up the DPI on my mouse a little bit more, but still. Anyway.
Corvo, if you won't marry my
It's
mother,
a fair wind that brings you home
marry
to me. What news have you brought?
She is definitely over-attached girlfriend. Aha. Meet the Empress. Actually,
I hope that one of the other cities
fairly impressive.
knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Really?
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine.
Can I? No,
Wait,
apparently not.
where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here.
Press blurp and burp. So left click to attack with your right hand, or right click to attack with your left hand if you have a weapon or power equipped. I'm going to assume I don't have that. Okay. Press and hold left control to block sword. Okay.
Emily, get behind me.
Yeah.
Look out.
Give that bitch a ninja. Bitches love ninjas.
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here... No more. Not again.
Mommy!
No! Get away from her.
Hmm. He reminds me of Ermac from... Is it Ermac? I think it's Ermac. From good old Mortal Kombat.
Coming apart.
What, your stomach? From the
Find Emily.
stabbiness?
Protect her. You're the only one who'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Informed blamed.
Lord us all, look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
Oh, that's a shock.
What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
It was... Even though I kind of knew that's what happened, it was not exactly a shock that they blamed me, kind of thing. I know that's a bit of a silly thing to say, but even if I had not have known that twist of the storyline from the trailers and that kind of thing, it was just kind of an obvious thing that that's what they were going to have done. But never mind. Why am I in prison? More to the point, why didn't he fight them back? I mean, I know he's outgunned, but...
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
You can't inflict damage on me when I can't help.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak, and that's where we come in.
There was nothing.
Little do they know I'm recording this.
Even though you almost sank our plans, but it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time.
His name's Corvo, not John McClane.
Has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo.
Order... What? Order...
Guards! Take him back to his
Order
cell.
shall something. I didn't actually get to read that the first time. Oh, never mind.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
You know what would be better for my friend? Machine guns, swords, and lasers. Let's see. Just having a look where I've actually got a bit of freedom of movement. That doesn't look very pleasant. No, it does not. Anywho. Read. A letter from a friend. Who we are is irrelevant right now, just know that we have some faith in you. Here is the key to yourself. Cell. What is suddenly gone on my speech But anyway, once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run! Sounds a good plan. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell, and good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. A friend, can we actually click on that? We can click on that. Okay, awesome. Just curious what happens if you... Oh, you can actually climb this up onto that. Fair enough. So.
Did I tell you about the time I almost caught that guy who killed the Empress? You always use
Weapon. Probably should... Okay, I'm basically playing a first-person Assassin's Creed, something like. I actually didn't realise about the sound. Hi. Hold F. Let's pick this little punk up. Let's throw him in there, I'm sure. Yes. I don't know why I'm doing this, but more kind of doing it for the sake of it, really. Oh, we can actually throw them. I just saw that. Oh, we can also loot them as well. Okay. Anywho. Is that what I thought was? You can chop his hat off, but his head, however, remains on his shoulders quite firmly, might I add. Can we dual wield? No. Okay. Hi?
Tell Slackjaw I'm in here. He's gotta get me out.
Can I stab you? Apparently I can.
You're out. Good for you. Cut some throat.
Excellent idea. Anywho. With a sword in hand, assassinate an unaware enemy, blah 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 blah, and hold control to perform a non-lethal takedown. Using stealth and non-lethal has benefits. Fewer rats and weepers. Using stealth and non-lethal approach has benefits. Fewer rats and weepers. I don't know what the weepers are. Some people react favourably, and the outcome is not as dark. So in other words, I'm assuming that affects the end game. So in other words, being super stabby is probably not always a good idea. Okay, good to know. I see. So... I shall warn you guys in advance, I am not the best at stealth games. I can play them most of the time. It's just I have a tendency to want to murder a lot. Okay, so we don't have to crouch on that. We have a gun, and we have a sword. So I'm out of the cell. Now, one thing I'm gonna say right off the bat is I don't think the textures are that bad, but they could be better. Remember, this is as high as it goes. I'm just gonna reiterate and show you guys. Everything is maxed, including model detail. So I kind of expect this to look a little bit better texture-wise. It's not amazing. It's not, you know, the worst I've ever seen or anything though. Now, another little thing I'll point out, if you guys notice right there, it's telling me I can hold F to look through the keyhole. That's quite a nice touch, I will say. However, let's say for example there's a bad guy right behind this door. If I was to press this button, I mean, luckily there wasn't. Or at least I'm assuming not. Right, anyway. So I'm not a massive fan of that. Right, I'm gonna go down here. Now, generally on this game, as far as I'm aware, you're supposed to go... Oh, okay, that's the same door that I could have just gone through. Okie dokie. Oh. Let's see, can I get through here? No. Okay, if he insists.
I'll find you, you hagfish. Can't stay hidden forever.
Don't intend to. Let's see just how observant he is.
I know you're here. Oh, I'll find you.
Alright, okay, it's not that stupid. I've hidden a pretty obvious place. I was just curious if he'd see me. Alright, let's see. I'll throw him just... I know there should do it. Nice comfortable place for him to rest. Okay. Can we close that? Excellent. Probably should have threw him up here, but never mind. Right. Kinda like the slide, I must admit. Right. We've already got one weapon. Let's quickly look over there. Okay, this looks like I'm heading in the right direction. Okay. Normally, probably shouldn't run on this section, but got some more coins there. I'll quickly pick those up. Oops! Completely accidental. Did not actually mean to blow that thing to oblivion. Oh well. No more bullets. I'm sure they weren't important or anything, though. Yeah. Anywho. Alright, open up the safe. Grab the thing. Is there anything else in here? Pretty sure there must be something else. Ah, there, okay. If you guys want to read that, you are more welcome to pause the video. I'm going to take this. Right. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's see if there's anything here. Okay, once again, if you guys want to read that.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the two men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. Hey, what was that? Assassination is not a trivial
No? You're not going to come through the door?
Maybe wind or something.
No? No coming through the door? Okie dokie, skip.
How old did you say your sister was?
Blow off.
See, some... Just gonna save it. Apparently you can save it anywhere, so I just want to test that. Okay. What the hell is that noise? No? Okay. Don't worry about him, he's just sleeping. He's fine. He's just a little bit tired. You can do that. That's probably not good. Curious to see how long he actually stays unconscious for. Hi. And you can also do that. That's basically what it comes down to. Let's quick loot him. Let's have a look around here just to make sure I'm not missing any. Bollocks. Okay. Re-save it. I wouldn't normally save so often, but since I'm actually trying to get further for you guys, I don't want to spoil it.
Everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see his head roll. Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
Huh?
Don't worry about me.
Hey, can I buy your ration of elixir from today?
You're such a choffer.
Right, throw you over there. Ow, ow. Anyone else?
Fall down already.
There we go. No, they're all dead. Awesome. Nothing on him. Some ammo on him. He's sleeping. Let's kill him. Is he unconscious? No, he's dead. Okay. I was curious if you could actually kill them when they're dead. I'll eat that. I don't know exactly what the point is, but might as well. Let's throw myself through here. I don't know if I want to be a stealthy assassin or a murdery all of the people assassin. Is it me or was that? Okay. That wasn't exactly the smooth of a step.
Eyes sharp. Call out to each other if you spot him.
Got you now.
Watch out!
Okay. That wasn't awful. Still trying to get used to the combat. So far it feels okay though. One complaint I would make against the game, however, is... I thought for a minute that would be bullets. Looks a bit like them. Quick press that. One thing I would complain against the game, however, is that I'm not 100% sure I like how often the guards repeat the same thing. Plant the bomb. I have a feeling I'm going to probably have wanted a bit longer. Oh well. Right, let's go towards the sewer entrance. Up we go. Let's have a quick look around. Ugh. That stinks. Right. You can see that texture pop up there.